Hi, I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter.
I am boss.
You know, just when I thought this show was going to get any dumber, it goes and pulls something like this. And totally redeems itself.
Oh, if only that were true.
My Dumb and Dumber reference.
Well, if you like fire, this
I
was
do like
your
fire.
episode.
And if you like Arya,
If you like dragons that were taken out in a second last episode, but now are
oh yeah,
indestructible
those ballistas are meaningless
and can wipe out golden
Useless.
companies, wipe out
Oh yeah,
fleets.
yeah. Last episode they were like 2 + 2 = 4. This time they're like
yeah,
2 + 2 = 5. See what we did there?
They subverted
Didn't
your
expect
mathematical
that.
expectations.
Didn't expect that, did you? They showed us ballistas kill dragons easy.
Sorry, I'm eating on mic.
But this episode, not at all.
impossible to kill them.
Oh yeah.
We had like 50 shots of a ballista about to be fired and then burned. Like all over the city.
Oh no.
How did
no,
Bran
hold on.
know that they were all destroyed? He's at the
Nuts.
Red Keep.
Yeah, but not burned, Dexter.
Blowed up.
That dragon. I mean I didn't notice this really until this episode. I didn't really think about it, but it's not just burning things. Whatever it breathes on explodes.
Yes.
Explodes.
But I guess if the
Stone
dragon is blowing...
explodes.
But it's dragon fire and it is wood. I mean, dragon fire made the
stone.
Iron Throne.
The-
I mean,
the
which
castle-
in the books is
the-
supposed to be insane.
The
Like,
walls of the city.
Yeah.
It just blew open.
Yeah, no, but see, and then remember in Winterfell,
You're right.
blue fire doesn't do that, except for one time. But
Doesn't
then when
kill
it's-
Jon Snow either.
it doesn't. Yeah, Jon Snow jumps
Well,
behind
it did
the
that
rock.
with the wall.
No. But see, the magic of Winterfell, if you read the books, and they implied on the show in season 3. There's a short scene with Ned and Varys. They talk about it. Oh wait, Ned's dead. The point is, it's
It was a
inconsistent.
flashback.
Inconsistent.
Ned and Varys.
Inconsistent.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And
Fantasy and sci-fi, you gotta establish rules. Even
Yes!
if it's ridiculous.
Yes.
But if it works within the parameters of the universe, you gotta
But
stick
yeah,
to it.
it doesn't have to do. Yeah, it doesn't matter how ridiculous it is. You got a rule. You stick with it.
Yeah.
That's your rule.
Like if I take a flamethrower and point it at a castle wall, that's not really gonna do anything.
Right. Stone don't
Make some
burn.
hot rocks.
But delicious candy. That's the hot rocks. Well,
I mean,
It was-
the biggest
destroyed.
two biggest
castle.
pieces of bullshit with this episode were obviously that Arya is indestructible and that there's a single white horse that is indestructible and she's the only person who makes it out alive and she's clearly going to be Azor Ahai, I think. Because
Let me
back in
ask you
another
this.
episode they said, oh no, the translation is vague. It's prince or princess that was promised. And so now it's got to be Arya. It has to be, I think.
Yeah.
here's my
And
theory.
then what Daenerys does doesn't make any sense for that character.
I think Bran was
Oh.
in Daenerys' head.
I heard that theory that Bran is actually
And
a bad guy.
Bran
that
will
the
sit-
children of the forest are all doing this so that to destroy the world of men.
And Bran is gonna be the king of Westeros. What do you think of that?
I heard that, and I think that actually might be kind of cool, but I don't think they're going to do that.
No, they're not gonna do it.
No.
But wouldn't
Want
that
to
be
hear my
interesting?
theory?
It would be.
Want to hear my brand theory? I told
Hit
Oxnard.
me with it.
I told Oxnard. Bran has no magic abilities at all.
He's faking
He
it.
fell, hit his head, and now he's insane. He has episodes where he sees things and thinks he goes to the future or
I think
past or whatever.
He probably is just guessing.
He has no abilities.
He's insane. It's
and
just luck.
He
that-
found the three-eyed raven because of the three-eyed raven. He has nothing to do with it. And it was all just crazy episodes, you know.
Wait, you mean that Bran's been warged by the Three-Eyed Raven this whole time?
No, like...
Or like when he
the vision-
fell from the tower,
The
he
way
became-
he found the three-eyed raven it was because of the three-eyed raven, not because of him.
I see.
So
Well,
he's
he
just a
didn't even
crazy
find it-
person.
He didn't even find it. It was Jojen that found it. Even.
Yeah. He's a crazy person.
He is crazy.
No powers at all. That's
He's
why
like,
he hasn't done
"God,
it. That's why he hasn't done anything.
The biggest thing that's ever happened to the world is happening. I'm gonna disappear, and we'll never know what I was doing.
And Jon's not even a Targaryen. He made that up.
There you go.
John's just some guy. Just some hobo person.
When you think about it, how they neutered Jon Snow and made him a pointless character, essentially.
a useless scag.
Why? Because to subvert our expectations,
Yeah. That's good writing.
The same problem that
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking new Star Wars had with Ryan Johnson or whatever his name is.
I saw a really good point about the new Star Wars. I didn't see
Why
it,
the
but
fuck would you do that? Anyway,
what? Oh, you're talking to me. I was like, what did I do? Because the thing in that, the way they defeat the fleet is she enters hyperspace, and that's what destroys their ships.
Oh god, that was so stupid.
And the
I
guy's
don't
point,
even remember, honestly. And
no,
I saw
yeah.
it, and I don't remember.
the guy in this video, he said his point is like that has never been brought up in Star Wars before.
Oh,
Hyperspace is like an other dimension that makes, like that's how it
Yeah,
works.
like
It's not you're physically going fast.
No, you're like in an interdimensional tunnel traveling.
yeah,
aren't
and
you?
so he was saying
why
like
wouldn't you
in Star
always
Wars?
do that?
yes, his point was
Why
then
wouldn't everybody be aware of that tactic?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
have a droid ship with no humans on it, and that's all you need to do.
That's
Yeah.
all you use.
You'd wipe out planets. You'd wipe out
Hyperspace bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a Death Star.
Completely agree.
And
that,
so-
that pissed me off to no
And
end
it's
when
just
I
one
watched
of those
that.
things. Well, why didn't they think this out? Has this been done? What are the rules established? Does it
Because
fit
it's
in-
not about if it makes sense. It's just about if it looks cool.
And-
That's all they fucking give a shit about. Ooh,
And it
is there a
subverts.
twist? Or is there so there's like fucking M. Night Shyamalan syndrome times 20? Not only does it have to be a twist or something, it's like, oh, it's got to be the coolest thing, and I've got to subvert their expectation. Oh, that fucking horse shit.
I don't even
Stop!
think-
Just make fucking something that's fucking like good and solid with good solid story structure
I think
and character
they're-
development.
they're-
It's really not that hard.
I think they're just hung up on not doing anything that people would expect,
No,
and
but-
it turns out to be
yeah.
garbage.
No, but it's the thing is because this is a Star Wars movie, so it has to blow everybody away. So I've got to do something like super grand and like out of this world for it, and then what happens is they put too much pressure on themselves, and then they just think, oh yes, they go with like the idea that looks cool or they think looks cool, but it doesn't make any sense.
Like, one of my
like
favorite
this
things-
with Arya killing the Night King. It's like, oh okay, it's always been building up to basically Jon Snow doing it. So that's too obvious, and we want to really like blow people's minds. So let's have it be Arya instead. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I mean? And now all you've done is make a big steaming pile of shit and piss everybody. Because
It could
it's
still
and
be
it pisses
great.
me off, not because like, oh no, I wish it was Jon Snow. Like it pisses me off because it is bad writing and it's nonsense. It makes no sense. That's what's frustrating.
Yeah.
And this is what's weird about. Remember, Chaos is a Ladder. That's
Yeah.
not really in the books. Like they wrote that speech.
I was watching a video. George Martin talks about how how completely different Peter Baelish is in the books that compared to the show. I mean, everybody loves Littlefinger. He's always helpful. You know what I mean?
yes,
Like
I
that's
think
the
I saw
thing.
that
That's
video,
the
yeah.
danger. Yeah. I mean, that's the interesting thing. It's
He's from like a small house, and so he
Yeah.
has to be in good favor with everyone.
and
yeah.
like he works his way. He does like work his way up. They
Yeah.
kind of show in the show. It's like he made his own house. He came from absolutely nothing in the show.
Yeah.
In the books, he comes from a very small house where he really doesn't have much.
Like some
but then
sheep.
there's sheep shit. That's like the joke, and he works his way up. But as part of doing that, he's everybody's friend. Oh, I'll help you. You know what I mean? He's always helpful. He's always doing this. But secretly, he has all these motives and everything like that. And the show is just outright a fucking slime ball. You know what I mean?
Run on
And
whores.
nobody fucking trusts him. Well, how would he get anywhere if nobody trusts him?
That's
Hey,
true.
one positive note: they went to Dragonstone, right? That's
Oh, yeah.
Dragonstone.
So that I could watch Daenerys look starved and haggard. It's been like 36 hours, hasn't it? She looks like
Well, she has to look crazy. We've been setting this up for a whole episode.
they still haven't.
She's got to
They
look crazy.
still even whatever they. That was the other thing. The Arya thing, and then what Daenerys does makes no fucking sense. They have not come remotely close to showing that she's mad. Quote
Not
unquote.
true.
All
Not
they've
true at
done
all.
is said
No.
that all you have to do is flip a coin. They say, and then it's 50-50 shot that they're going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they've already established that the side of the coin that was flipped for Daenerys was the sane side came up.
Yeah.
They've already established that
No,
for seasons.
you're right.
A coin doesn't get flipped again, and then
It
for
could.
no reason, she just fucking turns on the entire city and starts slaughtering men, women, and children.
Yeah.
After they laid down their arms and the stupid bells were rung.
Remember how
most
upset she
anno-
was when her one dragon ate that kid? And
Yes.
just, like, drove her nuts?
She locked up her dragons, her children. She talks about how important it was. She freed all the slaves. They call her mother and everything like that. Like, the only time she's been ruthless, but it's always been directed at people who have done wrong. Like the slave masters, she crucified all of them. But they crucified children. They were slave masters. They did atrocious things.
Hey, Misa! What are you doing? Hey, Misa! I love you!
Misa, Yusa, Wisa, Husa!
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
My
it's
chains
the
are
Misa.
broken!
She's gonna get her dragons! George!
What's the deal with Misa?
What's with House Targaryen?
I don't know. I don't know about this, Jerry. I don't know.
I never trust a Lannister, Jerry.
What am I supposed to do now? I'm only good at being a slave.
We gotta go to House Kramer! Hello, House Newman. House Newman. That was Newman's first name, right?
House?
No, Newman.
Newman would just
No,
be a raven.
I don't know. You don't know.
He'd be a
You don't
fat
know?
raven.
He got no lift.
A raven?
Yeah, the male.
I didn't pick up on everything. That's hilarious. It's just like with tiny wings, like a round. It looks like
Varys?
an angry bird.
This is how
Varys.
stupid they made
Varys doesn't make any
UPS.
sense.
He's
Why
writing-
how is Varys suddenly fucking moron?
I don't
He's
know.
the most careful person in the world.
He should have left King's Landing. if
He
he's gonna pull this
knows
shit.
better.
Look at this, watch this. I was really fixated on this for some reason. He puts that in there, it's
Then
burning.
puts it out.
Wouldn't it go out? Because he
Yeah.
covered it and
Yeah.
smothered it. Maybe he has enough oxygen that it'll keep burning? I don't know.
Also, you don't want to be captured with your rings on.
Oh, yeah.
Because that would be gauche. You want to
true.
look pretentious. Oh, Varys.
Now, this is the other thing that
A pinky
really...
ring?
Oh, this is what really pisses me off. It's not just the writing. It's
Now
not-
he's really mad.
It's not just the writing, though. We could talk about how bad the writing is forever. But there's other things, too. Like, they all wear black outfits. Davos is black outfit. Tyrion, Varys,
Yeah.
Jon, Arya, the Hound.
Well, to be
everybody except Cersei.
To be fair,
But why?
well, with Jon, to be fair, he's always worn black.
That's
because
fine.
he's in the Night's Watch.
But all these other people, it's
Yeah.
so stupid.
No, I
It's
agree.
setting the tone. It's getting dark, man.
There's other colors. You don't need to wear.
It's like
see,
the
that's
equivalent. It's the equivalent of wearing your sunglasses at night in
It's
Westeros.
like they think the people watching
doing
are
that.
so stupid that they're like, oh man, we need to dress you in black
Yeah, it looks
so
really,
they know that you're serious
It's a really gloomy. It's like going to a funeral.
and
that's why.
gloomy. Yeah, yeah.
We've been building up to this for a long
We can't
time.
demonstrate that by your actions. They should be able to wear like bright pink and be the craziest, angriest,
Well, that's in the
saddest
book.
person
Remember,
in the world.
Dario and Harris or whatever. He had like a
Has
purple
nothing to do.
beard.
Oh, they dye their beards. The
Yeah, like
Taroshi.
green.
It has nothing to do with what
whatever.
you're
Yeah.
wearing.
Oh yeah.
I hate that.
I also love
Oh.
how dragons can be so quiet. You never know that guy was there.
Also, why did he take so long to burn him? Did you notice that? I was like, is he not gonna burn him?
He should have just bit
What
his
the
head
fuck's
off.
the point of that? I was like, and then watching the video now of all the actors basically like they're being asked like, oh, how do you feel about it? And they're basically like saying this is shit. The whole season is shit. The last episode shit. Makes no fucking sense. It's like,
Yeah,
what the
what
fuck happened? Like,
They stopped
did nobody
caring.
did they say? I wonder. Like, I have a feeling they read it. A lot of these people are smart, like Peter Dinklage and everything, and so they're like smart actors. You know what I mean? And they've been with these characters for such a long time, and I'm sure they read these scripts when they got them and said, "Well, hold on," and they went to, D&D there with questions about, well, why is this? This doesn't make sense. Maybe like the character or whatever. And I'm sure they were surprised by the choices that were being made by the
I kinda get a
writers.
feeling like D&D
And I
just-
have a feeling they were like fucking assholes about it.
I think they've just recused themselves.
If they were even there.
Yeah, I
Because
think
in the one video, when you watch all like the reactions, there's one of Peter Dinklage where he's so sarcastically talking about how they're the greatest writers in television, and all this kind of shit, and it's so sarcastic.
Now here's
it's hilarious.
Here's another inconsistency.
And it's like, wow, they must be fucking assholes. Go ahead.
So Drogon burns Varys.
My name is Drogon, Billy Drogon.
If it was the same kind of fire breath, he would fucking explode.
Oh yeah. Should they be covered
They
with
would
ash?
be covered in Varys blood.
Maybe the dragon can control it.
Oh yeah, maybe
Based
he
on how
could just,
angry.
Yeah,
Well, basically that's how they treat it.
I guess that's their.
What I was saying
I
before,
guess.
like they're trying to paint the execution of Varys as something like insane. Jon Snow executed people. He executed Ollie, among all the things. He's a kid.
Well, yeah, the first
Who was
episode, Ned
manipulated.
Stark.
Ned Stark executed
It's the
people.
first thing you see
Jon
Ned
Snow
do.
executed people. Robb Stark executed people. Executions are something that happen in this world. It's not an unjust thing here in this world. You know what I mean? She executed Tarly's parents. His dad and brother.
Those are weird parents.
My parents. No, but Randall Tarly and his son Dickon get burned.
I remember
but
Dickon.
she gave him the opportunity. They fought against her and lost. She said, bend the knee and you live. They didn't bend the knee, so she executed them. What is mad about that?
Yeah.
Aerys Targaryen burned people for fun with wildfire. He thought when he was going to destroy King's Landing with fire that he would die and then rise from the fire as a dragon. He was actually insane. He was actually mad.
He was on delusions.
Daenerys, there is no indication whatsoever that Daenerys has that at all.
Maybe she just hates this culture.
So she. Now, I'm not saying that she's, like, I'll never kill anybody. She obviously has a ruthless tendency, as I just described some of those scenes.
Yeah.
But to suddenly
her
win the
version of
battle,
justice,
you've
though.
sacked the city. If you want, my wife and I kept saying, why don't you just fly over to King's Landing and when Dragon just goes like, and then blast the Red Keep.
Yeah.
Exactly,
And,
yes.
right
What?
in Cersei's face.
Yes, that was the most
That's
frustrating
all you have to
thing.
do.
Eat Cersei.
Yeah, just go and
Yes.
spit just one little fireball right in that room.
And that would have been cool.
Yeah.
And that would have made sense.
That would have
like,
been awesome. Like,
for
all
some
of a sudden,
reason,
like, the dragon disappears from view, and Cersei's just, like, watching, and then it just, like, floats up, like in the, what's it,
Cartoon
like in
character?
True Lies. You remember when when Arnold's fucking F-16 flies right up? That would be awesome. Just remake that scene, but with Daenerys on a dragon.
But dragons
You know,
they have to flap. It's not going to be like
That
a
would have been but it would have been that would have been so cool, and then just right in Cersei's face. I mean, now I did like how Cersei and Jaime died. I thought it was stupid. Jaime was stupid, and the whole fight with Euron
You liked
was
how
stupid.
they died?
That actually made sense that they would die in each other's arms together,
Right.
like that. I'm saying I had no problem with that. I'm saying,
Man, I would have had the Hound killer, like, right there.
oh,
Like the,
yeah.
like the way Qyburn dies. I was like, well, I guess that's
that
it.
was that was
so much for that
insane!
character. This is what I realized with these.
That was
These guys.
ridiculous.
If they
that
can't figure
Qyburn
out
died
what
like
to
that.
do with something,
What the fuck?
they blow it up or they kill it. Like the Sept in that new
The
religion.
mountain just fucking suddenly out of nowhere. That didn't make sense.
he doesn't obey him anymore for
even
some
the mountain's
reason.
character, right?
His creator.
No, it's because his hatred of his brother is so strong. It doesn't make sense that his hatred is so strong. It makes
Yeah.
sense that Sandor's hatred is that
I
strong.
don't think
Right.
the
But
mountain
not
would
the
give
mountain.
a shit.
No, the mountain doesn't give a fuck.
doesn't have a mind
He's a
anymore,
sociopathic
basically.
giant murderer.
That was fucking ridiculous.
Like the instant sight of his brother. Urgh.
yeah, what the
Die, old
fuck?
man. And then Cersei like tiptoes out of the room.
Yeah.
It's like so stupid.
That was ridiculous. Well,
Oh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I
went on a
completely,
rant.
agree with why doesn't Daenerys, once she gets past the ballistas, fly to the keep and kill the person that you hate?
Qyburn even
Right?
set up
Doesn't she hate?
that the
her?
ballistas are gone.
Isn't it the whole point?
Yes.
She just killed. So wait. So Daenerys went into
Don't
this.
think too hard about it.
Daenerys went. No,
I've tried
this
that.
is what
It
they
doesn't-
showed us.
Doesn't end well.
This is what
You're only gonna get
Daenerys.
angrier.
Last episode,
Oh,
Cersei gave the order for Missandei to die right in front of her, head chopped
Her
off.
best friend.
So
And
that's
confidant.
That's
I
essentially
think
what.
they kissed once.
That's essentially That's essentially what threw
Can only
Daenerys into this rage.
Yeah.
So wouldn't she want revenge by killing Cersei. But no, let's burn the city and
Let's
never
burn that baby dragon.
and never get to her. We could just fly right to her. We're never gonna get there. We're just gonna get fixated on these citizens for some reason.
It's not even like, okay, it's
not
a fit of rage, and she goes and she burns like a little bit more. She destroys the entire fucking city and everyone in
it's
it.
not even. It would have made more sense if she had no idea where Cersei was.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh, yeah.
kind of obvious.
Yeah, and
She's there.
She keeps staring at it.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh,
Like, she keeps looking at
what
the
a wreck!
Like, we know Cersei doesn't give a fuck about the people that live in the city. She couldn't give less of a shit about those people.
Right.
You know what somebody
so
told me?
Daenerys is like looking at the Red Keep like, guess what? I'm gonna burn your beloved people. That is like,
what?
you're not hurting Cersei. What's the point of this?
You know what somebody told
Makes
me?
no fucking
They
sense.
said,
No sense.
they asked me, oh, who rang the bell? And I was like, well, obviously, I guess somebody.
cares?
Well, no, well,
So
that's
fuck
that.
gives a shit?
But, well, I would assume one of her soldiers just rang it. Like, Cersei didn't tell him to. Obviously, they kept going back to her, like, no, I'm not gonna surrender. Bullshit. Like, there was a couple scenes like that where
they
she's
have
like,
no control over what the people are doing.
yeah, but no, this person's like, oh, but maybe she told them, like, you know, they didn't show it, but they told the soldiers to ring the bell.
But she looks so disappointed.
But no,
and
they just showed us two scenes where she deliberately did not want to give
she
up.
says the Lannister army will fight.
But
for
this
us.
person was like convinced. Oh, maybe
I
they
thought
didn't
Jaime
show
was
it.
gonna ring the
I'm like,
bell.
With
why
his
wouldn't
metal
they
hands?
show
Yeah.
that?
I thought
Why wouldn't
Jaime-
they show that? Oh yeah, ring the bell. We're not gonna show that.
Has
But yeah,
Daenerys
she told
ever
some
heard-
guy to ring the fucking bell.
Has Daenerys ever heard a bell before? Because maybe there was some psycho.
Oh, maybe she has, but
Bell
it was,
related.
maybe the only time she heard a bell was when she was being brainwashed
Like
to hear a
hypnotism.
bell and destroy.
She's a sleeper agent.
Yes.
Sent by Bran.
But that's the thing that people were talking about. Oh, maybe Bran was controlling, but there's no indication of that at all. I mean, even if that did happen,
I'm just gonna pretend Bran isn't controlling everybody.
Bran is never going to be seen again.
Oh no,
I'm pretty sure
no,
Bran
he's
is
done. He's done.
They should end this show
I don't
like
think-
this. You cut to Sean Bean waking up in the dungeon, and he's like, "Oh, a crazy dream."
Yes.
Oh, that'd be great.
It was. Oh, George Martin wakes up, and he's like,
screaming and
"Oh, what a
sweating.
nightmare!
Oh,
well,
God.
now I know what not to write."
Yeah.
Oh, I know to never sell this to two
Yeah.
idiots ever
Oh
again.
boy! Oh, it was all a dream. Wake up and wake
you
up,
were
Paris.
there.
Wake
And you
up,
were there.
wake up, my beloved wife, Paris, and it's Paris Hilton.
No, I want to
Why
see.
Paris
he goes,
Hilton?
Screams.
Slits his throat.
And then he wakes up again. It's a
wanna-
nightmare within a nightmare,
Right.
like
Yeah. Keep it
like
going.
American Werewolf and whatever
Yes. In Paris?
in Paris. Paris again.
Go ahead, talk to him.
Yeah, why didn't the Hound tell Arya?
Why
hey,
did they just
hey,
let them
And
in?
why does Arya
Yeah.
just suddenly, the most stubborn person in the world, right? She suddenly goes,
Yeah.
"Thank you, Sandor.
Yeah, now I believe.
We're on a
now I'm
first
gonna
name
listen.
basis now.
Yeah,
I love you,
And the Hound.
Sandor."
Why doesn't the Hound
Her
say
whole
that
plot-
when they're at Winterfell?
She
hey,
says these
you know
names
what?
before she goes to sleep.
Yeah,
She
She's
has
so-
to kill Cersei.
She just is like, "Yeah, okay, thanks. You're
Yeah.
right.
This whole thing that I
Thank you
kept
for
talking
showing
about.
me the error of my ways."
My list. Yeah, I'm gonna disregard it.
Did she throw him like a fucking pity fuck?
I guess
before
she.
they were all
I
gonna
guess.
die.
Might as well. She's a little whore.
How old is she supposed to be
Slut.
in this? Like
12?
14?
No, younger.
But yeah, so maybe she's just an idiot. Like
I think
12-year-old.
Bran is like 9
They're
or something
all-
when
I
when
mean,
the books start.
Middle schoolers are all completely insane. So I
That's
agree
true.
that
She's
you know
like a 7th
her
grader.
actions do not surprise me at all. With that in mind, you know she's got the mind of a 7th grader.
assassin.
They're all insane, and they're all you know.
Also,
this
she
way one
basically-
way, this way the other
If
day.
you think about it, she definitely got everybody killed that were hiding out of that building.
If you think about it, Bran gets everyone killed. Everything he did. As I'm thinking about it.
There must have been a better plan. than what
Hodor
Bran
died
came
for
up
what?
with. For nothing.
to save Bran for no reason.
To hold
then
the
Bran-
door. I bet that's not even what George Martin had in mind.
I really hope it's
You know, I mean, I assume it is.
Hold
but
the door.
in some way. But I bet that, like, I would also not be very surprised if it was just the two fucking Dumb and Dumber shitheads that were like, Hodor, hold the door.
Hold my
Hodor."
beer.
Hold my beer.
You think they even type it? They just
No, they probably just speak out loud.
Yeah,
to,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
like speak to
Yeah.
type, and then whatever,
as the day of.
whatever appears.
The day of, they're like, all right,
the
why
actors
doesn't he
in
do
here.
this?
Yeah.
Does this make sense? It doesn't matter. Let's just do it.
Like, I wonder, not even, so we
Money.
saw, we saw there's the video out there of all the actors, or not all, but several actors complaining about how stupid they realized, like, this all was as they were making it. You know, but that doesn't include, like, all the people, like, everybody else, like, what about the directors? What about, like, people, like, everybody, key grips,
They don't wanna
sound
be
guys,
seen.
editors, everybody,
They don't want people
like,
to remember that
watching
they
it,
were
like,
part of this.
just thinking, oh my god.
But no, see, this is what pisses me
how
off.
fucking disappointing.
That's what I was saying, like about the outfits. That pisses me off. But also,
At least
I
have
was,
better outfits. Okay?
I was telling, it's not. That's what I mean. It's just
Very
not
fashion
just.
conscious.
It's not just the writing. It's also, I was telling Oxnard, the fight choreography is garbage now too. It used to be good. I think it's
Yeah.
like so stupid
all
now.
Jon Snow does. Somebody's like,
Yeah, he just
attacking him.
slashes.
Yeah, one slash.
That one. Oh my god! I can't believe you just mentioned that. 'Cause that
I'm sorry.
That little shot was the most annoying thing to
Is
me
he like
in
the
this
ultimate
entire
warrior?
episode.
Yes.
Exactly. This
Yes, he
armored,
is.
an armored soldier is coming at him. He just backslashes, and
Yeah.
the guy falls dead. Explain to me. What exactly could he have slashed
Yeah.
to make this guy fall?
My armor is useless.
But also
I know I shouldn't have used paper mache.
but also die. Fall
Yeah.
and die.
And
He
dead.
could. Let's say he slashed his neck. It was a short slash. It wasn't up high towards his neck. Let's
Oh,
say he slashed his neck. He's standing still. His neck's bleeding. Let's say he slashed his ankle. He falls, but he's not dead. I don't know.
a lot of hypotheticals.
What the fuck did he slash?
I saw a cool video about how you were supposed to fight. You're actually supposed to hold your sword, and there's a way you hold it. So you
I
hold-
showed you that.
You're
Yeah.
holding
Yeah,
the
yeah.
blade.
And,
right?
and
Yeah,
Boss
you hold
also
the
showed
blades.
me the archery one.
Yes!
Which
Oh my
changed
God.
the way I looked
Fucking
at
awesome.
archery.
That
was
blew my
insane.
mind. So cool.
Wow.
And,
Awesome.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the thing. You wanted to thrust into the little
Put
areas
links,
in between.
put links to these videos. In
Yeah, the guy had a video on YouTube about
description.
because people, I guess, think that when you like one example
Jorah
is
has done this.
right, and the
show.
no, the Hound when he fights Brienne, he grabs her sword with his hands,
Yeah.
and people are like, "Oh man, your hands would like get so cut," and his hands bleed in the show. But the one guy was explaining how people actually used to fight by holding the blade of their sword and using it like a hammer
Yeah.
to bash plate armor.
Yeah.
And there's ways you could do that so you don't cut yourself.
And that's what
you
you
can
do in the
actually
game.
do it without
Mordhau.
cutting yourself.
Did you see that?
Huh?
In Mordhau, you can do that.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, and you can use it like
That's
a bludgeon.
awesome, yeah.
And you're supposed to do it when you encounter someone wearing plate.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. And then so and we also there's this video, this I guess from 2015, I think it was, this guy who learned from like looking at medieval pictures and Arabic
ancient Roman
and
ones.
even Egyptian picture
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hieroglyphics and stuff and carvings. He would see how people were drawn with bows and arrows, and he would see that they use them completely different than modern archers.
Yeah.
And it was fucking awesome, and he learned
Yeah.
how to shoot how they shoot. It's
this
fucking
was,
awesome.
Was this thing where like the guy who there's a new Robin Hood movie coming out, which
Yeah.
they right off the bat they're saying this is in no way supposed to be like historically accurate except for the archery.
Yeah,
Except
which now I
Yeah.
think that
Like
movie
the story
Wait,
itself,
historically accurate in terms
like in terms of Robin Hood.
Yeah.
In terms of
Robin
like
Hood
the
was a
story
real
of Robin
person?
Hood. I think.
yeah, I
this-
believe so.
I
Was
think
he?
So.
I thought he was like a King Arthur type.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I think the movie's supposed to be terrible, but I kind of want to watch it just to see the archery.
Well, I liked
now.
the guy, the video of the director talking about like his journey to like get all different kinds of like accuracy with the historical accuracy of archery in there because he worked with all these experts
And it
he
makes so
basically
much
found
sense.
a guy who had like a YouTube channel and was like an expert archer.
Yeah.
And then oh my god, they do insane
he
shit.
learned
I mean, the
the
movie
lost
looks
art,
fucking stupid. I
like
mean,
archery.
but it is like
I love the one where
like
he
really
can, like,
amazing
shoot
archery
around
shit.
the wall.
Yes, he curves.
He can curve
And he
an
said
arrow.
it's easy to do.
But they talk. One of the basic things that actually like blew my mind with archery was like the director's there and they had this archer shoot arrows at him,
Yeah.
like blunted arrows at him,
Just to show him you could see it.
you could actually see them, so that people could see and put a shield up. And the idea was like, oh, you're not just gonna get like a one shot, like a headshot, like a sniper with a rifle would.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, they got that arrow, but you keep shooting arrows, so like
Yes.
other arrows are gonna get them.
They
What was his
shoot so
record?
fast.
It
It's
was
like fucking.
3
He was
seconds or
well.
a
He
second or
was
something?
yeah. He had apparently like one of the videos said he has the speed record for shooting because he holds like 4 arrows in his hand and he just pulls them and shoots them, and it's still like
It's a
like,
forgotten skill.
No,
Yeah.
but then the other guy, like who uses a longbow, who's like a longbow expert or whatever, like he used like this way that's not the conventional way that everybody would
Yeah.
think that you would do based on modern archery. It was like totally. It was so
it
much
makes
different.
so much
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
And it was hilarious
So
when he
cool.
had the quiver and they show him running through the
Yes.
forest and he does it jump, all the arrows spill
Yeah.
out. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah.
just
Yeah,
a
I never
stupid
thought of it.
Hollywood
Yeah.
thing.
I thought it
that
would be like securing them, but no, they're just bouncing around.
Yeah,
Of course
quivers
they're
would
gonna fall out.
fucking
falls
Yeah,
out.
it doesn't make any sense.
I gotta
Yeah.
change the arrow completely.
Yeah, that
now.
was cool because I watched one of the videos and he said they calculated that like people, I think it was like 0.7 seconds it takes to shoot one arrow.
Yeah, yeah.
And if like there was a manuscript that they were quoting where basically if you can't shoot that fast, you have to keep practicing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they were all that good
yeah.
at shooting.
I mean, and then the Mongols, like with the composite.
who knows
bow.
how fucking good they were?
But that's what I mean. That's
Like-
when you so you have like the longbow, like Genghis Khan and everything in the Mongolian Empire. That is because of the composite bow, because
Yeah.
they made the change to the bow shape with that.
And you wonder-
with that like change.
Because is that a bigger bow?
No, it's
a short bow?
composite,
Yeah.
and so it's like curved.
It seems like the
in,
short bow
and
is
so
like
they could ride
way
on
better.
horseback, and it
Ride
was
on horseback
Yeah,
and-
so that completely changed warfare, and that's because of the composite bow. That's how they were able to completely
And I think also-
sweep across Asia and Eurasia.
I forget the guy's name. I always tell you about him, but he does hardcore history podcasts. He has a great one.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
Mongols.
Dan,
And I think they were the first.
something.
They would feed their horses meat, and people always thought horses can't eat meat, but no, they would feed them meat.
Hey,
The horses would actually go further and faster.
Yeah.
And then if they ran out of food, they would actually bleed the horses, and that would be their food. Like there was that hardcore. It's like we have to get there. We have to get there.
Dothraki style.
Yeah.
Can we also just
Well,
real
he-
quick
I
back
think
to the
he-
show? How fucking dumb was the Golden Company shit? Okay.
It didn't even need to be.
You knew that guy was gonna die the minute you saw him.
So fucking stupid. What the fuck? Not only were there no elephants, the
Yeah.
Golden Company is just pointless.
Yeah, outside the city walls for some reason.
Why'd they even bother with like?
And look at
killing
Davos
the
in his
other
black
dragons?
outfit. Davos!
What was Tyrion doing? Tyrion's just wandering
Walking around the rubble.
fucking battlefield.
Yeah.
This is an active
Yes.
battlefield.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Davos didn't even like. I don't even
And
think he
Davos,
actually took
Davos
his
was on
sword
the
out.
front line.
Why is he?
Why is he in the front line?
All he's
Davos.
done- he's-
his line, his famous line is,
I'm shit at fighting.
yeah, basically, I was never good with a sword. Forgive me for what you're about to say.
Yeah.
That's his famous, like,
Right.
awesome line.
He's got
At Castle
onion
Black,
breath.
he apologizes.
Yes.
For how bad of a fighter he
But
is.
no, in
I
this
am not gonna
episode,
be any
front
help.
line,
Oh my
right
God.
next to fucking Jon Snow.
Basically, whatever. I'm thankful that we got. I'm thankful for the episode of Battle of the Bastards. I think that's the best episode of the series, and I'm
was the
glad
best
we
battle
got
of the
that.
series, I would say.
Best battle, yeah. It is a very good episode, though. It's a very good episode all around. But that's definitely the best battle
It's
because
funny. One of my coworkers.
I really feel like that's an accurate battle, like of a massive medieval kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
battle, like the scrum that you encounter where.
Yeah, stuff you
Like
never
you're
think about.
you're
like,
smothered by a pile of corpses and people trying
being
to
crushed by corpses
I mean
and
that
stuff.
it was truly terrifying. I have trouble watching that episode. It gives me such anxiety.
Did you know HBO offered them? They said, "Hey, you can do 10 episodes." Like they wanted them to do 10 episodes. They
Well,
decided they wanted
because
to make
they
it short.
know that they fucking suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
They wanted
sorry.
to-
You know
HBO.
what? That's gotta be
You know
the
what?
reason.
We were just lucky, and we know we suck balls, so we're gonna get out while we can.
And also, doesn't Jaime leave? Isn't he like a traitor to Cersei? Wouldn't she tell the guards?
She basically threatened him with death.
She sent an assassin to kill him.
They had a spat.
Yeah, she said.
What the fuck? Wait, well, that was pointless though anyway.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
That's what I mean.
No, Bron's just gonna show up in the next episode and like kill Tyrion.
That's another thing that pissed me off. They're all just walking around King's Landing. Man, that was easy to get in this city. Holy shit.
Arya and shit.
And for the Hound, he sticks out like a fucking sore thumb, and they're all wearing black cloaks.
Tyrion and the Hound are like two of the most
Nobody else is
recognizable
wearing
people
black cloaks.
in Westeros, and they're just wandering around the.
Yeah,
I mean,
the Hound has to be the most fucking recognizable.
and Tyrion.
Yeah,
because
Tyrion
yeah.
too. Yeah. But
It's ridiculous.
Golden hand.
It makes no. And also, what the fuck? This. Okay. So last episode, a dragon is killed from like 10 miles away.
Yeah.
With a fucking ballista.
Yeah.
From Euron Greyjoy's fleet.
No,
okay?
Euron.
Euron Greyjoy's fleet, and then in this one. One dragon has no problem destroying
Epic.
the entire fleet,
And
somehow Euron Greyjoy jumps off of an exploding ship, exploding with dragon fire.
So cool.
Swims ashore and then has the dumbest fight with Jaime
man.
Lannister.
Dumbest.
And then dies saying, I killed the king. What the fuck? That made no...
That's now your
goal?
goal?
The whole thing makes no fucking
explode.
sense.
Yes, look at those ships fucking
People in
explode.
Westeros make their ships from like particle
And then
board.
he just goes, and then he just screams, "Turn around!"
Particle
You know
board
how
doesn't even
hard it is to
explode like
turn
that.
the ship. The ships don't have motors on them.
They're covered with
They're,
oil. These
they're
ships.
anchored ships. They are anchored
All right.
in
Take it
Blackwater Bay. You can't just say turn around and then the ship just starts turning on
All right,
its own.
Dexter, just put the gun down, okay?
It makes no fucking sense.
I'm actually enjoying how bad it's getting. I'm looking forward to next week. It's gonna be.
I mean-
I'm just gonna start treating it like a comedy.
Here's the thing, though.
It is one of the. I mean, don't they? They must have. But I mean, they obviously like the two douchebags, the double douches. They knew that they were fucking it up. That's the thing.
Man,
No,
they
no,
had
no,
to.
no, no, no,
No, they definitely
They
did.
had to.
You
No.
just said that they did because HBO offered them 10 episodes. They didn't
No,
have to do this.
they knew the
so
story.
they knew.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do with the story, and that's all they needed.
No, but
That's how efficient they are as writers.
oh, fuck off. So I mean, I forgot what my point was.
My other problem
But
with
I
the,
mean, they knew it. Oh, what the fuck?
if you
They
overlook,
could have They could have said we need help. Like, there's other writers on the show. Anyway, go ahead.
if
boss.
you overlook the fact that the dragon just dodges all the ballistas,
Well, he has the experience. He
why?
He saw
Oh
it.
yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, he leveled
they're
up.
like velociraptors from Jurassic
he,
Park.
He leveled up. He has epic dodge now. He can't
Yeah,
be-
yeah. The survive. He
Every
survived
round
that battle,
he misses.
and the DM gave him a lot
anyway.
of. Or the GM.
Let me just chug this.
Do you want some more?
No.
I have some in my fridge. If
So-
you run out.
Uh-oh.
Why not fly the other way where there's no boats that all have ballistas on them? Let's go the other way, the land way.
Hey, how
Why
about
not fly
underwater
from that
attack?
direction?
Dragons can swim.
Also, she could
Right?
have just gone straight. It's a cloudy day, as we can see. So she could have come straight down
Yeah, onto the Red Keep.
onto the Red Keep and, like, onto the Golden Company and all the ballistas. They can't, like, shoot. I don't think
I
they don't
would've-
appear to be able to shoot straight up.
I would have given that dragon so many like disgusting greasy foods, so that way he can shoot fiery diarrhea while blowing the fire.
Oh my god.
Both
Coming out of
directions.
both
Have him
ends.
spin around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Link.
They ever show a dragon turd?
Up B.
Oh,
They showed the horse turd.
not enough in the budget.
That's
Yo,
true. What?
Oh,
Yeah, what does
I just
fucking
remember.
dragon
I
shit
just
look
remember my
like?
other fucking
we gotta look at
problem.
what, like, snake
and
shit
we
looks
we
like.
brought this up before. Is that nobody fucking wears helmets? I mean,
Except the Unsullied.
we would still be able to tell who these fucking people are if they had helmets on.
Well, the Lannisters
It's like-
wear helmets. The Lannisters
so-
wear the most worthless helmets.
I don't even think
What's
it's-
the point of the Lannister helmet?
I think that they're not wearing helmets just because they don't want to pay for helmets.
No. It's because it's probably in the contract of the actors. Like, I gotta show my face. I
But
need
that's the
treatment.
thing. I feel like you could still, it would still be obvious who these people were.
Oh yeah, like
with a
Oh,
helmet
yeah, no,
on.
Jon Snow, that's true. Like Davos,
It doesn't have
Jon
to cover
Snow.
their whole face.
I understand the wildlings not wearing
Conan
helmets.
wore a fucking helmet. I know who he is.
Conan did wear a helmet.
Like, what the fuck?
Conan had like a
Got a
1920s
cool helmet.
football helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah.
bum.
I finally
That's a
watched,
good fucking movie. Let's
I
watch
finally-
that.
I finally watched all of Conan the
Really?
Barbarian, by the way. The first film.
Oh, okay. How'd you
And
like
the
it?
best part
Oh, I liked it.
is the intro line from the book. Fucking
Oh.
unbelievable.
In the very beginning.
Nobody's ever written, I feel like, the best.
I forget
those...
the line now.
I never
Oh.
read the book, so I don't know.
Read it.
I just finished. I watched it, and I had to watch it in pieces. I just happened to see.
You should read the book. It's just like those pulp comic kind of things. And
Oh, I would love to. I want to reread Game of Thrones just because I'm so fucking.
remember I
pissed
got
off.
those weird books. I forget it was like Krog the Destroyer or something. It's like I couldn't find the first one, but I have it's like a series of 6. They're written in the 40s, and it's just like that. It's like a Conan clone, but it's, it's like
I
a
just
comic
like-
book without the pictures.
I just like I like the final shot too, where Conan's like sitting like bored on his throne.
you hear the lamentations of the women.
Yeah, and I also love, and it reminded me of
My father's sword.
the Metalocalypse episode for Thunder Horse when you see the music video, because it's like obviously Conan. I mean, I knew that it was Conan even before I saw Conan,
Conan.
but I loved that.
Just search Conan Barbarian opening line.
He's gonna try.
I feel like you guys aren't really good at Googling things.
Me? Why are you lumping me in?
I don't know, because sometimes I feel like, oh, look this up, and then you guys are on your phone for like 20
It
minutes.
says it, but then it's not showing up when I click this.
Your Grace, the Iron Fleet. The gates
Where's
have
the
been
hat?
breached.
Well, how did Qyburn know that all the ballistas were destroyed?
Well, he gets his
He's at
information.
the Red Keep. Everyone else is dead. He's just guessing by looking out there. Cersei should have been like, yeah, I could have fucking figured that out.
Look, man, if you're just gonna shit on the show, I don't think I want to record this anymore.
I found
God.
it here.
Oh, boss has it.
Oh, I figured it out.
Man, I'm very sweaty.
There we go. So you got to tighten this. I ordered online. It's a military issue. What would you call it? Like
Here we go.
I
Ready?
think it's called a spade.
Yeah, spade.
That's what a shovel.
So I'm gonna
like
build
a
some
marine
trenches, and it
shovel.
folds, oh, this is like the coolest thing.
Between the time when the oceans drank Atlantis and the rise of the sons of Arias, there was an age undreamed of, and unto this, Conan, destined to wear the jeweled crown of Aquilonia upon a troubled brow. It is I, his chronicler, who alone can tell thee of his saga.
That's awesome.
Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
High and
High adventure! Not garbage! Dump.
these motherfuckers should have.
How awesome
taken
is
note.
that intro?
It is fantastic.
Gets me psyched every
It does.
time I
can-
read it.
I didn't notice.
Fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
It's very good. Man,
Yeah,
oh,
Conan
man.
was sweet.
Conan was sweet.
How the fuck do you fold this thing up?
I don't think Oxnard was in the Marines.
Imagine me on the battle. All right, let's dig this
For
trench.
years, he was telling us. He would always talk. He was like Jesse Ventura. I was a Navy SEAL.
I'm a finder.
I am a finder. Here's my look. I can communicate and transport myself with my answer backs.
Well, the reason I got this is because I do want to get some maybe survival stuff in case
Some
shit goes
survival
down.
tools.
After the final episode of the Game of Thrones,
I don't know. It seems like
shit's gonna go down, man.
Trump is
the
president. The
pounding.
recent studies that not in 3 million years have we had this much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere or something.
and we're about to
It's
go to
the
war with Iran.
pounding.
Like,
And we've given nuclear technology to Saudi Arabia.
Bill
apparently.
Nye says we're all
I
fucked.
think something weird is going to happen.
Something weird. How could I would have thought something weird has already happened.
It's just getting weirder.
It's just getting weirder.
Game of Thrones used to be amazing.
Well,
Now
shouldn't
it's
Jon
like-
Snow be even like not just in this, but going back to all these battles, like even in Battle of the Bastards, they all should have helmets. Shouldn't
Yeah.
they?
Yes.
Oh, I've said this.
Braveheart, William Wallace had a helmet.
Thank you. Good movies, they have helmets.
Yeah.
Gladiator,
I mean-
he fucking rocks a helmet.
Yeah.
He's known for the helmet.
He's
Why
been-
can't these guys be known for a unique helmet? Huh?
I don't
How
know.
hard is that? Design them a cool helmet.
All right, I got the
every
Thorazine
time.
shot.
Every time
time I see them
It's not taking.
with their specific helmets,
like
I
4
will say,
cc's.
"Oh, that's them," because I see their helmet.
in fact,
like, oh, the Hound has his Hound helmet.
Helmets are famous. There's famous shots. You mentioned Gladiator.
Yes!
That's a famous shot where he has to remove the most badass. He picks the most badass looking
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah.
In
And he names,
300, they
my
had
name
awesome
is
helmets.
Decimus
He
Maximus.
kills the guy
Meridius.
with it.
He does kill a guy.
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
when he's
Yeah,
on the
he
ground.
does
Also
kill a guy
awesome.
with it. Oh yeah, 300. They were there. Well, yeah, Spartans don't fuck around.
Fucking awesome.
They don't wear shirts though.
Yeah, the Marvin the Martian helmet.
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
design. It looks ridiculous.
I'm just
He
saying.
looks like a big chicken.
To the cliffs.
I don't understand fucking helmet bullshit. If I was an actor in this and in battles,
Where's
I'd
my
be like,
fucking helmet?
my character wears a fucking helmet.
I don't think Aragorn wears a helmet.
Don't put
though.
that
I mean,
garbage in my
Well, no, he's a
contract
ranger. He's
that
a-
I don't wear a
That's
helmet.
That's true. But Boromir doesn't wear a helmet either.
Yeah, well,
Nor does Faramir.
He's a brawler. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? I was watching a video and I was so pleased to hear that, George Martin was talking. I don't even remember what he was talking about, but he brought up Lord of the
Pizzas.
Rings, and then he talked about how Boromir was his favorite character. Oh, he talked about redemption.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yes! I fucking love that because Boromir's my favorite character.
Oh, he's the best part of the Fellowship. That's that whole build up.
He's my favorite character because he's flawed.
Yeah,
I love it.
and he's redeemed.
Absolutely.
And you got Jaime.
No, but he doesn't do anything. He can't help himself. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
He's a man, and
you can see-
he succumbs as almost any man would, and that's what makes Aragorn exceptional. That's what sets Aragorn apart. Is that
he's a different breed, basically.
He's not even he's not a normal man either. He's
Right.
one of the Dunedain, so there's a difference there anyway. But I mean that is what makes him more kingly anyway. But that's my favorite part about Boromir is that he is the most human character.
Are these ravens flying around?
So anyway, that was the thing about Bran.
See, 'cause look at her-
Whereas
she
that
looks-
you see the ravens flying
She
around.
looks confused, like she's fighting off something.
That's exactly what I saw online, was that you saw ravens flying around when the bells are going off. Then Daenerys does give a face where she's like, she's confused, she's angry, she's emotional.
Is she
She
sick?
said you don't know what's going on. She seems to be having some kind of internal battle. And then she launches into the secondary attack where she starts to destroy the
But
city.
here's the
so
thing.
is she actually in control of herself here, or is it Bran?
But here's the thing. I don't like that because, let's say that was the case.
It's garbage.
No. Let's say that was the case.
it's wet hot garbage.
if
Tonight on SDS.
if Bran wargs somebody, it's like they have no emotions.
Also, their eyes roll
Yeah.
over white
She-
first.
She's clearly fucking furious.
She just starts going, Hodor.
You don't
Hodor.
like the wolves don't get angry when they're warged. It's just
We've
you're
seen-
warged. You're mind controlled.
Yeah.
You have no emotion.
Right.
You're a zombie.
We've seen Hodor, for example, be warged, and usually he was already in distress, and then a state of calm
Yes.
takes over.
Yes.
But before that, you see his eyes
Roll over.
flash white, right? Roll over white, and then go back to normal, and then
John is such a useless
Why
shit.
did it take John that long
Here's
to
my
say
John
like
impression.
fall back?
I don't want it.
And
I
Also,
love you.
everybody starts to say starts fucking
don't
raping
want it.
and pillaging.
Oh, yeah.
He has to kill the one guy who is massive,
Yeah.
and he
At
easily
least he
killed
stabs
John.
that guy.
Yeah, but
At least
but
he stabs
It was
him.
too easy.
It's not a
It was
slash.
too easy, and that guy wasn't a wildling. You
No,
know what I
he-
mean?
yeah.
So he's like, all right, Daenerys is burning shit. I'm gonna fucking rape this broad.
I feel
What
like
the fuck?
here's the tactic.
They're blood drunk.
This is the tactical issue. Is wouldn't you have a guy with the flags who signals to stop?
Oh yeah,
or
you
something.
need
Oh, yeah.
flags.
Right.
I remember
It wouldn't be like, oh, hey, no, stop! Oh, yeah, that's the logic. That's what we planned on. If people start,
He has like a
fucking
little whistle.
charging. That's our plan. If people attack by mistake, that we're hey, God, no.
See, this is the thing too, where I don't think it was. I don't think it was Bran at all involved. It was just emotion because fucking stupid ass what's his
Grey
name?
Worm.
Worm
Grey
Tongue.
Worm. Who Daenerys calls another name earlier in the episode when they're speaking.
Playing footsie with me, boy.
Sorry.
What did Daenerys? He was doing
He's gonna
it.
back up here. A little
He's
bit.
so angry / horny.
the rage.
What does Daenerys when she's speaking in whatever High Valyrian, I guess, to Grey Worm when somebody comes up? Jon Snow comes up to him, and suddenly Grey Worm's like, "I don't trust you," and then Daenerys says something to Grey Worm, but she calls him by another name. What the fuck was that?
He has different names in the books.
I never. Does he? I don't remember.
It's Grey Worm.
But in the show, we've never seen any other name but Grey Worm.
Yeah.
Even as a whole thing about why his name is Grey Worm.
I will say, like, the shots over King's Landing, like, they look awesome. I love seeing how big it is.
Look, the episode and the special effects and everything looks incredible.
It's shot beautifully.
It's
aside from no helmets.
It looks amazing.
But isn't it?
Okay.
Have you ever seen
it's just
something?
The story is fucked up.
Have you ever seen something that everything looks so good and everything's
There's-
done so well,
when-
but the
there's-
story is that bad?
Yeah, that's the thing. It looks fucking incredible. No one is denying that. Everything about how it looks and how it's shot
Like, they invented-
is mind-blowingly
They invented
good.
a new way to make shit. I don't even know what you would call this. Well-made shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's high-budget garbage.
Golden turd.
But like, there's one scene when like they first like on the ground attack in the city, when they after like the Daenerys' forces infiltrate, and like you see like a few Lannister people getting killed. It was so intense, like it looked incredible to me.
Yeah.
Like the gore looked so real. I was like, oh my god, like this really, I don't know, it was like stunning me. It was shocking, like how kind of realistic it was there. But
let's see that
but
again.
then it fucking.
I think that guy was just running up to him saying, "Help me!"
Oh, that pisses me off so much, that part.
Oh yeah, so we're just watching the scene where somebody just like Jon Snow's like in a like confused daze. He can't believe that this fight is continuing after the surrender was given, and like a soldier attacks me, just slashes
Watch
at
this.
him, and it's done.
That's it.
He
That's it.
bores me.
Oh, that's
He
it.
basically like just cut his foot.
I was bored the whole time.
And that guy, what happened to him? Heart attack? Like a sudden stroke?
Yeah, the wind from the blade was very strong.
Oh man!
And then
that
he
really
spots
pissed me
that the tallest guy in the army is gonna rape this girl.
Yeah, what did that guy think was going to happen? He's pointing his sword at his torso.
He looks at the girl, looks at Jon Snow, and he's like, "No, I gotta rape her." Ah! Oh, and he dies.
Well, we have to remember how good a person Jon is. So he saved a random woman from a
Right.
rapist.
Also, how much fire can a dragon
Yeah,
breathe?
yeah. That's
That's
another
the
thing.
thing.
I
Yes.
once saw a cartoon, and they discussed it, and it was a fantasy-based cartoon. One of those weird ones that looked like The Hobbit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It was about this kid. He
No,
fell
but
into a storybook.
I think I've seen the same thing.
Yeah. And then there was a scene where they have like these little gnomes and they mine stuff, and they have an arrangement from this mineral. They eat it, and it fuses with something in their stomach, and then there's something. They actually in the cartoon they made it make sense.
Hey, you know what we gotta watch? We should watch and talk about that series about dragons narrated by Patrick Stewart.
Oh, yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was like if
Awesome.
dragons were real. It was
Yeah.
like a fucking like
It's got different types of
Discovery
dragons
Channel
and different
show. Yeah.
locations.
Oh yeah. Like
Awesome.
like a dragon in a cold climate, a dragon in like a jungle climate. Oh yeah, we should
Yeah,
watch
that
that.
is awesome.
Did they also do
Patrick
Discovery, or maybe it's
Stewart
TLC? They did Alien Planet. That was based on Wayne Barlow's expedition book.
Wait, what?
It was something like that, where Alien Planet. It was Darwin 4 is the name of the planet, and it's just a documentary about all the flora and fauna of the planet. You never saw that?
No.
Yeah, it was a Wayne Barlow book, that illustrator.
Yeah.
But that was interesting too.
This whole thing with Euron Greyjoy.
Urine.
Euron Greyjoy. What a fucking like dumbing down, the most dumbing down of all time of a character I've ever seen.
Oh, it's
What
great.
the fuck?
It's
How could they
fantastic.
possibly fuck that guy up?
They showed you.
Oh, I am a
awesome.
king. I fucked the
Yeah, look,
queen.
it's knocking down bricks.
Look at that. It just shreds
Yeah.
a tower with like a laser fire.
A stone tower.
Doesn't make any.
It's like a laser
Look,
beam.
wait. Did you see that?
Well,
Okay, so it's intercut with the fight. Go back.
it fell into the ocean, right?
No. It just disappears.
No, it fell in the ocean.
I don't think so. Go
Yeah,
back.
you missed.
Rewind. So while Jaime and Euron Greyjoy are fighting, there's some funny still images here. Daenerys is blasting the Red Keep, and a tower falls and falls straight down the cliff, and then it's in the background of
Ocean.
Oh, it did fall in the ocean. Okay, all right.
Come on.
No, I couldn't see the splashing because it was like out of focus in the background. Just like
But he cut
it just
that
kind of
tower
disappeared.
like a laser.
Oh my god, yeah, it was a laser.
Instantly falls.
Future dragon.
It was a laser beam. That's not a flame. That's not a dragon fire. That's a laser.
Well, it's magic, you know.
Also, how does Jaime? He's clearly got a punctured lung at the
Oh,
minimum.
man,
He
that
climbs.
pissed me off,
he
too.
climbs a fucking cliff
It's like
face.
it's another
With one
example
hand?
where
Yeah, with one
yeah,
hand.
it's another example where they're like, "Oh, we tricked you." Well, yeah, the guy was mortally wounded, and then on the ground, and you played music like he was dead, and then no, he gets up.
Oh,
even Urine was like, "Oh, the fight's over. I'm gonna lean over here and
Yeah.
I don't know, pick my
And
nails."
even when he gets killed, he's like, "I killed you, though."
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, okay, obviously you're dead from that stab.
Oh
We-
yeah.
And it's like, okay, Jamie's dead. That's really
Yeah.
sucks.
It's like
But
your
then,
kidney,
oh,
you know,
no,
it's like-
next scene, oh, he's up. He's fine. He's
He's-
fighting. He's stabbing. He's climbing. He's
fucking
he's actually
ridiculous.
alive for an incredibly long time after that, for some reason.
And it's like he's not even really that injured when he
Yes.
sees Cersei.
Yeah.
I guess it's just pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
I
He's
guess,
right, boss.
I guess
kinda
I'm wrong.
But I gotta, once again, like, somebody else has to fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense.
It's
Right.
a thinking show. You gotta think.
The
Use your
thinking
brain,
man's
guys.
show.
God. You just
Trying to watch this to relax.
you just don't appreciate smart television. That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry now from, like, all the screaming I'm doing.
You want some chicken salad sandwiches?
I kind of do. Oh, God.
Do you guys watch that Better Call Saul? It's like, oh, it's so.
I
Buy
like-
the book. Buy the number.
I like that the
predictable.
wildfire's going off.
Oh yeah, that was. a
Oh, yeah,
nice
that
one.
was a nice detail.
But doesn't it not stop burning ever? Isn't it just gonna burn?
no, it's
the
just
whole
like a
city?
flash of green and then it dissipated.
What's
But
the?
I'm saying in reality, in the
Yeah, yeah.
book's rules,
Yeah.
does it never stop burning?
Oh, no, they've ignored their rules.
It burns a long time. I think it stops after. But what are they gonna do for the intro next week?
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, they're just gonna cut the King's Landing as just a crater.
Yeah.
It's just smoldering.
Basically.
Are they even going to have an intro? Why even have one? Just launch into the episode.
Yeah. What other locations do we need to know about? That's the
Yeah.
whole point of the intro. Like, we're gonna go here tonight.
They
kids.
kept showing fucking, Last Hearth or whatever. The place is decimated. The place is gone. They kept showing it after the Battle of Winterfell. There's no reason to show that. They don't fucking care. It's a travesty.
It is.
It really
This is the 9/11
It
of
is.
It's like
television
it's
shows.
like the Holocaust, 9/11, and Game of Thrones final season.
Oh my god!
It's number 3. Everybody.
It's number 3.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny is like people naming their babies like
Oh, yeah.
Daenerys.
Now,
Oh, okay, no, I know. My wife and I know people that named their daughter Arya.
There you go.
well, at least Arya. Well,
Well,
she's
she
a
did.
slut.
She at least didn't
Well,
burn
they
the
won.
city
They
down.
won.
Yeah.
That's why I told. I was
Like,
when
oh,
we
my
had-
kid's Daenerys.
We were having another kid.
She
I was
went
like,
crazy and burned the city.
never name. We're not gonna name our kid after something. Wait till the show's over. You gotta find out what happened.
Never name your kid
Look
after
at what
a show.
look at what
first.
happened with you can't be even certain like look what happened to Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus Finch, right? So a lot of people, Atticus was a popular name because of that, but then all the fucking like money grubbing people once Harper Lee started to slip when she was at the end of her life. People started to take advantage of the thing, and they released that manuscript that she had locked away, Go Set a Watchman, which was clearly an unfinished work that was the basis. A lot of it was the basis of To Kill a Mockingbird, and was
Really?
never meant to be published.
Wow.
But it was this whole legal battle, and it ended up being published. And in it, it's Atticus Finch is much older now, and
He's a racist?
he's a racist.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can never be sure. Okay? but even that is different. But that even gets a pass because that was never meant. It was obviously a work that was never meant to be published.
Right.
It was a work in progress, and she clearly took things from that work and then
Right.
incorporated it into To Kill a Mockingbird. And he was locked away and set aside
That's
and
like,
never
remember-
published for a reason.
Remember when they found those those Hendrix music that he never wanted to be released or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then they released it.
Yeah.
And I remember that was so weird. I was like, the guy didn't want these released. Well, who are we to say no?
Yeah, because
put
the
'em out.
fucking because the state or like the lawyers and everything, they fucking get involved. And it's just about money,
So
man.
now I gotta be careful what I draw, because then after I'm dead, look what he drew.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, he thought he's all about the dwarves, eh?
So phallic. My God, he was obsessed with penises.
Penises are just fun to draw. I don't know what to tell you.
They're easy and fun.
Slide right in.
I like what Mark Twain did, where he released a book. What was it, 100 years after his death or something? Remember?
I don't even know. What was it?
He dictated
Oh, that's
a
just
book.
J.D. Salinger did the same thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
I would. Oh, actually, I think I've heard they've done this. They took 100 directors, and they're gonna make 100 movies.
Slaughtered them all.
They're gonna make 100 movies, and they're not gonna be released until 100 years from now or something.
Oh, interesting.
It's some project, and then that's good. I wish someone had done that.
No, wait.
100
When
years
did they
ago.
start this?
It was something I read.
Tell me Michael Bay is involved.
No. It's,
Like, did Stanley Kubrick make one of these?
100 directors and 100 movies. What the hell are you talking about?
movies.
Watch the Hound kill these guys.
Oh my God, the Hound kills these soldiers like nothing. Same thing with Jon Snow.
Kingsguard.
They're so fucking easy, and they have the high ground, Anakin.
Yeah.
What a bunch of shit. Like they said in the closed captions, when they show the close-up of the mountain, it says growls softly. Like, was it supposed to be some big reveal when the mountain takes his helmet off? Like, yeah, we know he's a fucking
we just
zombie
copied
monster.
Darth Vader, basically.
We know he's a fucking Frankenstein.
But you know what's
Who
funny? If
gives
you
a
look
shit?
at these helmets, they look like the cheapest shit, like the cheapest
Yeah.
props. Those helmets, they don't look very good.
I really
Well,
didn't think that Qyburn deserved that.
I can't find the thing, but there is a movie called 100
Oh,
Years.
and we're bad at Googling. He just complained at how bad we are about Googling.
Well,
And now he can't Google.
I just found something interesting. It's a
You're
movie-
so bad at Googling.
100 Years is an upcoming science fiction film written by John Malkovich,
Oh, my God.
directed by Robert
I
Rodriguez.
have written a movie
Directed by
that
Robert
will be
Rodriguez.
directed but not released
In-
for a century.
The tagline, the movie you will never see. It's due to release November 18th,
You
2115.
will never see this
Wow.
movie.
See, that's a cool idea. It's,
That's funny.
Only I leave it to John Malkovich to come up with this idea, actually. Now that's genius.
No, but there is a project. I've read this a while ago. Maybe
It's like a time capsule
Yeah, yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
And they wanted the movies to be about this time period. Like, they wanted it to be like a representation of this
I
time.
mean, not that it matters. The Earth will not be here in 100 years. We're fucking doomed.
Well, we'll have 100 new movies to watch.
They're gonna realize we're not around for 100 more years. Let's watch them now.
Also, like how the mountain sword breaks through rocks.
Yeah.
Doesn't get dinged up.
We have no indication that he has a Valyrian steel sword or anything.
No, I'm sure
He's
Qyburn
just
has
strong.
like a super magic.
Shouldn't his sword break when he cuts into somebody because he's too strong for the sword?
No.
I mean, they've done that. They've established that, like, the Hound, like, cuts people in half.
And do you see the metaphor of the map of Westeros being rained upon by
man.
ruin?
Ooh, that's good.
Fucking genius. Fuck off. I'm sick of this shit. It's just like, let's just get it over with. What the
Yeah, I explained that it's like a band-aid slowly
yeah.
ripping off.
Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't 10 episodes of this fucking
yeah.
shit. Can you imagine being
That's
dragged
great.
out?
No, but if
then
they-
you're entering Walking Dead levels
Imagine
of dragging
if they
shit
had 10
out.
episodes to establish Daenerys slowly going mad.
But they chose not to do that.
I know.
Or more
No, I
White
was saying
Walker
my coworker,
episodes.
she's doing what you did. Like she had never seen it before, but she's watching it all, and she's already up to season 6. And so, oh wow, you're gonna probably be up to date once you get to the finale because
Yeah.
the last 2 seasons don't even have 10 episodes. It's
Yeah,
13
yeah.
episodes total, I think.
Yeah.
So
But it's just such a clear difference. It was so good in the beginning.
yeah. So next time I talk to her, I want to see did you notice a change or something? But
It's so good. And I mean, I remember, I felt like when I saw the season that was after the source material had been finished, I really liked a lot of it because I wasn't comparing it to the books. But now I realize it was because the books, it should have been as good as the books.
Right.
And it was, I only felt like a little bit of relief of not comparing
I
it.
remember how, because they reached a point where one of the
Because
books,
it was getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it was a very gradual change to
Yeah.
being stupid because they still had elements from one of the books. Remember the
Yeah.
last two books kind of overlap a little bit?
Yeah.
So they could still work off of that here and there.
Yeah.
And then when they finally were left to their own devices, they shit their pants.
Oh,
ran
God.
down the street
They shit
crying
my
them out.
pants. Which one of you cunts shit my pants? That was funny. Excuse me.
Be funny if the mountain doesn't die.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be burnt up corpse guy.
They shouldn't do that.
They should. I want Jon to go north. See the whites are back. Bran to be the ultimate bad guy. Sit the throne. Mountain's
I
back.
feel like the Hound should have been instantly blinded, and
Oh
basically
yeah, that blinds
dead.
you. Yeah, when you have your eye
Thumbs
squeezed
of a huge zombie mountain.
and then your eye goop is falling out.
We've already established that
blind.
this guy was like the strongest guy ever before he was this zombie,
God.
and now he's even stronger.
Did you like how that was his like signature move?
Right, but now he's even.
I did, Dexter.
They've established he's probably even stronger than he was. I mean, Qyburn literally said, "Yeah, he'll be stronger," and he's stronger. But no, can't kill the Hound. Can't even blind him with his thumbs in his eyes. Can't crush.
Oberyn maneuver.
He forgot how to crush a head.
Can I munch on some of these?
Yeah, you can have the Cheez-Its, that dessert cookies, this stuff there.
I guess they're trying to tell us that the Hound's head is
Oh yeah, do you guys like
sturdier.
peeps? Because I can't. Man, I can't even pay people to take those peeps. Well, they're just giving away all this Easter candy now that Easter's over.
Oh man, what a travesty!
Well, what's the last shot? The very last shot.
It's Arya riding away on a white stallion
No,
that
ever.
disappears.
What's
isn't
the
it?
last shot going
Oh.
to be?
Last shot.
Is the Iron Throne going to be
It's
there?
like Conan the Barbarian, but it's going to be Jon Snow sitting
I
on
think it's
there.
going to be a white.
What? Where, really?
I hope so.
And he's going to go, fooled you.
Gotcha.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think it's gonna be somebody dead, and they'll just be like panning up from the dead face, and that's it.
Oh,
Okay.
so there'll be a corpse, like a,
Yeah.
but not a living corpse, like a white, like
no,
an
just
actual
like a
dead
dead,
one.
actual dead person. Either that or somebody sitting on a throne. They'll copy Conan.
That's what I just said.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear you.
When you talk, I turn you off. And I turn you
Who's gonna be sitting on a throne?
Jon Snow.
All right.
Is there any throne to sit anymore?
But it doesn't make any
I know.
sense.
Is the Iron Throne even there anymore?
No, yeah, really. It doesn't make sense even now that Jon Snow would be sitting on the Iron Throne because Arya is clearly the prince that was promised.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense. If you think about what's Jon Snow done this season? Fucking nothing.
And now she's not gonna give up her life.
Why was he brought back from the dead? It doesn't make
So he
any
can
sense.
have a rude goodbye with his dog.
Right.
The dog
It's
that sat by
supposed to
his
be-
dead body
Exactly.
until he was resurrected.
No purpose.
It's supposed to be Jon Snow.
The dog that saved your life, John. Remember
Lord
when the
of
white was
Light-
attacking?
Right. They showed us that the Lord of Light. I think I talked about this already. The Lord of Light brought back, what's his face? What's that guy's name?
Beric Dondarrion.
Beric Dondarrion, because he had a purpose, and he also brought back Jon Snow, but there's no purpose.
Darrow.
Right.
Darrow.
No purpose.
Darrow Deldantian. Should have gone with that name. Deldantian.
Like, the Lord of Light had nothing to do with Arya
Yeah.
whatsoever. The only reason you can point to for why Jon Snow was brought back was because then he was back in Winterfell and Arya hears that, and instead of going to King's Landing
Yep.
to kill, so she goes up north back to
He served
Winterfell.
his
That's
purpose.
it.
He
You
served
could
his
argue
purpose.
that the Lord of Light is the many-faced god. You know, so.
Do you see the picture of these two actors, the Hound and the Mountain? They were on a fishing boat together.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's
hanging out.
hilarious.
There's a boat that can hold them up.
Oh, they're huge. It's ridiculous how big they are. He's having a great time, the Hound. He's having the time of his life. This is how they used to play as kids.
I mean, why? there's so many problems I have with the Hound and the Clegane Bowl thing, where when the Mountain is putting his eyes out, like they squish into his head.
Yes.
You hear his eyes getting squished,
Like grapes.
and then.
He can
But
see.
before that, the Hound is just stabbing him. Why wouldn't you stab him in the face
Exactly.
to begin with?
No.
when
and
you're not
then-
blinded.
and then he
he's got
stabs
better
him.
accuracy when he's blind.
And then is the Mountain immortal? He gets stabbed through the brain.
That's why I think he's still alive. Very brittle stone
Yes.
structure.
Yes.
One guy running at a stone wall just breaks through it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe these guys don't
And
know
they
how
were
fire
never
works.
smelled again.
They don't know how fire works. They probably don't cook or anything like that. They just think it explodes.
Well, they take their millions and have their meals prepped in advance.
Right, exactly.
As they think of another HBO themed Game of Thrones merchandise. I got that Game of Thrones beer over there. I feel like just pouring it down the drain.
Oh,
Did I show
yeah,
you that, Dexter?
basically. That's symbolic. Record that. You know that's garbage.
I got this for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what he told me last time? He's like, I think I'm gonna leave it in the box. Maybe it'll be worse on one day.
Oh, yeah?
Not anymore.
I was one optimistic shithead back then. It comes with a very nice Game of Thrones glass, and it has the 4 beers: Mother of Dragons, Queen of the Seven Kingdoms,
Look.
King of the North, and Hand of the Queen.
Look. I still love the books. Are still incredible.
Yeah, so
Doesn't have to be about the show.
Yeah, but see,
Like I have a really cool like
says
game.
HBO right there.
Oh.
Maybe I can scratch that.
Well, then
out.
let's drink it. Crack that shit open
Nah, I'm gonna save it.
for the final episode.
Wasn't there a time when you guys thought they would do a good job because it's HBO?
Yeah, there was a time they were doing a good.
I
job.
don't blame HBO. That's the thing.
I guess not.
Especially none after this news of Oxnard gave me about, like they said, oh, you can do 10 episodes. Apparently HBO said, yeah, here's the budget.
They offered it. They said,
Yeah.
do you want to do 10 episodes?
And
they were
they
like,
fucking
no.
said, no, dog, no, we're too stupid. We already fucked it up.
We got too many thumbs up our asses.
I don't know. Let's, we'll do Arya. Jon Snow is
It's
too obvious.
unexpected.
People will see that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
That's got to be the only reason.
It is. In that video where the actors are complaining about it, they show fucking whatever his name is, DB Weiss or
Weiss, David.
Benioff or one of those fucks talking about it, and it's like just talking about how Jon Snow, it always was going to be Jon Snow, so we didn't want to do that. Let's have Arya
I
do
wonder
it.
if they even like each other. Are they ever in the same spot in an interview? It always seems like they're in separate rooms.
I hope they fucking hate themselves
Oh yeah. I hope they
and
become
each other.
homeless
Fuck
on the
'em.
streets, so I could kick them one
The
day.
fuck?
I'd love to just kick them both. Like, oh, that's what happened to you? Good.
You, oh my god, what,
You
like,
street
what the
rat.
fuck? Why did street rat? Riff rat?
One
Street rat. I don't understand. Like, why did they do? What were they doing? Well, oh, I have the greatest job that I've always wanted, but
Yeah.
now I hate it, so I'm gonna give up. I don't understand.
Man, if I had a show, do you know how long
I
would
don't
make that last?
understand what
I
they
mean-
were
I'd be
doing.
dragging out this shit for 20 seasons.
Why did they
They could've-
turn on themselves?
Here's the thing
They
that-
self-destructed
Here's the
or
worst.
something.
The worst part is that, like, let's say that they were too afraid to ask for help. They don't need to ask for help. It's all online.
Yeah, we
It's
talked
all
about
online.
Bro,
You
we
can
talked
find
about
the
this
best
last week.
writing. All
But they have
But I know.
egos.
But
They
that's
have
what I'm
egos.
saying. But that's what I'm saying.
You're writing fan fiction
You
already.
don't. You can't come
Look
up
at other
with
people's
something.
fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yes, there's so much stuff online. There must be something
But
that
they
you
think
don't.
that they're fucking great.
But there must be something. But if they think they're great, why didn't they do 10 episodes?
Because they don't need it. They're
could tell
getting
the
paid
story
for 10
in
episodes
6.
in 6.
But no, I agree with what you said before that they don't think they can do 10 episodes.
I know. I agree. I think it's both. I think it's that part of them is like I can't do 10 episodes with this, because but at the same time, I'm fucking great. Look at what I've done already. I don't need to look at fan theories. Also, they basically say like They don't want to look at fan theories because then
Well,
it's
I don't
too
believe that
obvious.
garbage.
No,
They obviously
no,
looked
but they
at fan
did that.
theories and avoided every single
Exactly.
one they saw.
Exactly. That's
They
what I'm
looked at
saying.
them.
They
But
did.
no, I'm saying they looked
and then
at
they
it.
purposely said, "No, we're not going to do that."
Yeah.
So I'm saying that's against what you're saying. Like they're not going to look at fan theories and say, "Oh yes, that's excellent. Like that
Well,
would
I'm
be
just
make
saying
a
they
great
definitely
episode."
did
I'm going to do
look
that.
at fan
They looked at
theories,
fan
even though
theories
they
and
said they
said,
didn't.
"Uh-oh, everybody, that's too obvious now. What would make sense in the story? What would be, what we've been building up to? That's too obvious. So now we're just going to fucking make it Arya."
Yeah.
Whatever. What else is there to say?
We can try coming up with a Game of Thrones rap.
Oh no. We're just done with this.
We're too white.
This is just terrible. Terrible.
Cersei walking through those crypts. Jaime wants to kiss those lips.
Dragon fire all around.
Hound and Mountain falling to the ground.
Oh!
Arya vamooses. Guy wants to rape a girl.
Jon Snow's dropping deuces.
Grey Worm stabs a dude. Meanwhile,
That's kind of rude. Daenerys being rude.
Daenerys being rude. Just putting it lightly. There's our Game of Thrones rap. Someone put a
Done.
beat to that.
Yeah.
And remix it.
We spit fire.
Yeah.
Were there
Bend the
any
knee.
good comments?
Jesse Inventor. I think we only have 3 people who listen, and the rest is just people accidentally clicking on the video. I think the algorithm is so against us. Like, I don't understand. We are just in a shit zone on YouTube.
Welcome to the shit zone.
I put in all these different search tags. I try... It's Game of Thrones. People in searching Game of Thrones
Why
stuff.
wouldn't everyone watch us?
And I look at every other Game of Thrones discussion. They got at least 1,000 views. Like, we're lucky if we make it to 190. But...
Oh, here we go.
It's just the way it is. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun.
Oh, yeah, I was just
You
the
got to make
inventor.
knights, right, for him?
Yeah, the inventor had said he'd never
Oh,
seen
yeah, the
the show
inventor, in the
commit
link-
suicide so fast, so devastatingly fast.
Yeah, it's worse than Lost.
You like the drawings. Thanks, inventor.
Worse
Yeah,
than
he
Lost.
gave 2 ideas there. What was it? Suicide Night? What was it? Night Light? Light Night?
Witty like late night,
Okay, Late Night.
hard days night.
Hard
But after
Day's
seeing
Night.
RoboCock night, he's out of his depth.
No,
He's
because
out of his depth.
RoboCock Night is just as good as those suggestions. RoboCock Night? I'm still going to take it serious. But Late Night.
First of all, don't be blown away by RoboCock night.
Late Night. What do you picture? A night that's always late or like a Conan
like
O'Brien
Jimmy
host?
Fallon or yeah,
Jimmy
like
Fallon.
Oh, late night. That's
yeah,
funny.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
a
think
Conan
no,
O'Brien
Conan
night,
is
that's a funny
Conan is
idea.
better than late night.
Yeah,
When I think of
okay.
late night, I think of more cheese
Letterman.
now.
Letterman?
But it would be funnier.
No,
It's
no,
like
Letterman
Conan.
is the ultimate.
A Conan O'Brien night would be
No,
funnier.
now late night is not as good as it was when we were growing up.
No, and Jimmy Fallon, man, it's like,
Jimmy Fallon is like
he's
saccharine shit.
yeah, yes, he's like everything anyone
That's
says.
why
we
I'm
have to
saying that. It's
laugh
like a
at it.
joke. That's why I was saying that show.
Like,
Like
it
the
just-
Tonight Show is like.
But I guess they do research, and he's just saying, "Oh yeah, if I laugh a lot and look like I'm having a
No,
blast
he's just
with
a
everybody."
likable. He's just a likable person.
But
you know
is
what I
that
mean?
genuine,
Like,
or
no, I don't think it's. Well, no, I mean, I don't think he's like a bad person, but I'm sure
no? But I'm picking
that
up a
he,
bit of like
he
a
purposely tries to have a likable persona.
yeah. That's what I pick up, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
seems
yeah.
a little phony to me.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but I don't think I don't think Jimmy Fallon's actually like a fucking jerk off. I'm sure he's like a decent person and like a nice guy, and
you're
maybe
right.
even good to cool to hang around with or whatever. But I think like the
next Bill
late
Cosby.
night persona thing is he does it like way too like
I think Eric Andre. That's
vanilla.
how I want my late night. Bizarre. The guests have no idea they're on
I mean,
the show.
after Letterman, Conan is the absolute best.
Nice. And here's a beautiful white horse to save Arya.
I don't understand this thing with the horse.
Shadowfax. You never read Lord of the Rings?
Lord of all horses.
The Lord of all horses has been my friend since Tuesday. Shadowfax! Go back to the prairie. There's no more hay. They should make that in the Amazon show. Flame of Odin.
There's been some fantastic Lord of the Rings memes
They
related
started
to
filming the
this.
spin-off.
I know. I'm nervous as fuck now.
Well, they're not involved. That might end up being.
But it doesn't matter. Now everything makes me sad and nervous. There's too much. See,
There
that's
is
the
too
thing.
much.
There's too much, like, quote unquote, nerdy stuff. You know what
There's
I mean?
too much media in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, look at, like, I couldn't even finish. I haven't even finished watching the latest season of The Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
I never even started. I still wanted to watch.
It was really good.
Expanse
Yeah.
first.
It was
You
really
finished
good.
Deadwood, and I haven't even
Oh,
started.
Deadwood is really good. I
Yeah,
can't wait
yeah,
for
yeah.
the
Definitely
movie.
watch Expanse before any of that.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
finish
it's
The Expanse too. But
Oh, the other point I saw online is like Endgame just came out, like a movie about, they wrapped up the story with, all
yeah.
these characters, and they did it well, and they told the story well.
Yeah.
And he was comparing it to Game of Thrones, and it's like, people just saw Endgame. They
Yeah.
see that it can be done.
it can be
and
done.
then they watch
yeah.
Game of Thrones.
I still have to watch. I never got a chance to go to the movies to
What's
see that.
Endgame?
That's the final Avengers movie that they just made. The most
Thanos.
recent one. That's like, with Thanos and everything.
Yeah,
so.
guy told me all the spoilers at work. I said, I don't
Oh,
care.
don't say anything, because I do want to watch it
Guess
like fresh.
who orders fries?
Oh, Thor. He loves fast food.
Wendy's or McDonald's?
Burger King.
Ooh.
Oh, it would have been good if it was.
And then he puts it in the
Popeyes.
microwave.
Oh!
And it's like styrofoam.
And he likes it that
And he
way.
dips it in mustard.
Ooh. Now you got to get the zesty sauce.
Jessica Hooker.
Oh my God, his boss leaving? He's putting his pants on. Boss is done.
Oh, I think that's it, guys.
Well, let's see.
The pants are on.
Let's watch some Key and Peele clips.
I want
We
to play
gotta
the
finish.
Switch.
We gotta finish.
Abraxas.
Abraxas,
Guardians of the
starring
Galaxy.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
So okay, we can talk about that a little. Abraxas. We watched about the first half of the movie. What are your thoughts so far?
Awful. Oh.
I don't even know. You can't even see the movie. Like, I want to see it.
There's Secundus and Abraxas. Abraxas
And they're
played by Jesse
finders.
Ventura. They're finders from the future. We're not sure, or just from another part of the universe.
I think another part of the
No,
universe.
I think. I thought it was both.
Okay, there's a hub where I think the director of the film is like giving them orders, and then Secundus finds a woman.
Secundus.
They were in a makeout spot. This all takes place in Minnesota, I guess, because he was
Minnesota.
probably governor at the time. He didn't want to leave home, and
I want to make a nice Minnesota-based film.
that's probably what won him the election. And
Abraxas.
Secundus impregnates this woman by simply touching her belly,
Oh, and the guy's like German or something.
and then the baby's born minutes later. And then
Oh,
she
yeah.
goes home, and the parents are like, "You had a baby in 2 minutes."
Get out of my home.
Like no questions are raised. Like I haven't
Yeah.
seen you pregnant.
Get out of my daughter.
So they kick her out. Cut to maybe like 5-6 years later, and
She's raising the baby happily. He's like a 5 or 6 year old kid, and now something bad is happening. Somebody's after. All I know is Jesse Ventura is after. Or the guy who impregnated the girl escaped another prison.
after the episode.
Oh,
David Benioff.
oh man.
They should
Why
give
do they
classes-
even bother?
classes on scamming people?
It's like Trump University.
Yeah. I went.
Look
to
at him.
Trump
He's not even looking. He's
University.
just like, all right, let's just get
He's
this
always looking
over
away. We
with.
can't make eye contact. He knows
No.
he's lying.
Yeah.
We decided to have Varys do something very stupid.
Why does Varys have a pinky ring and why does he take it off? I don't understand. That's meaningless. They don't explain it. He's about to die. He's gone. So what the fuck? That's the first time you ever see him do anything. Like, what the fuck is the point of that?
You got to read into it, man.
Meaningless. They keep doing these things that like you think are gonna be like have some kind of I don't know, meaning to them.
It's over, man.
And it doesn't matter. What is the point? We gotta turn this off because I want to talk about Abraxas. My answer box allows me to,
All right,
to
everybody.
teleport between worlds.
Have a good one.
Hey, the good news is there's only one more.
Thank
And I think
God.
next episode, I was going to play some clips. I have some clips here from like the first time we ever talked about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you play some? Or should we
You
wait
want
for
to play
the
it
next
now?
one?
can
I
play-
like hearing us out of context.
Well, it's just on YouTube.
Oh, all right, whatever.
I'll play it for. Okay, so
I like when Oxnard plays like random clips of us talking.
Yeah.
It's always hilarious. And that was a segment we said we were going to do all the time, and then we never did it
well
again.
because we forget. No, but
Alcohol is a hell of a thing.
well, it's alcohol and also just being
Exhaustion.
tired at the end of the day.
Exhaustion. We do this too late. We should quit all of our jobs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if we had the audience, absolutely. I heard like if you have like 1 million Twitter followers, you can just quit your job. If you have that much
Why?
influence. Because
What do you get from Twitter followers?
companies notice this guy has 1 million people
Oh.
watching him, send them shit
Give him
and have
money!
him tweet about it. Yes, that's how it works.
Fuck.
So we gotta like, I don't know, I think we gotta like leak a sex tape of us or something.
The STS gang bang.
Just get drunk.
The STS circle jerk.
We're gonna need more vodka.
No problems there. I want Wendy's now. That's the problem. I never go, but I always feel like when I'm leaving here, I want
What would you get?
Wendy's. Oh, some junior bacon cheeseburgers and some nuggets. What would you get? The Taco Bell
Actually,
is
I
like
think
gone.
I would get the exact same thing.
Really?
Junior bacon cheeseburger and chicken nuggets.
Yeah, there you go.
That is what I got last time I was there.
The
like
Taco
here-
Bell near us is like completely gone. Did you notice that? They tore it down. I think they're rebuilding it
the
from the
highway?
ground up. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. I drive by it a lot.
They've been remodeling McDonald's as well in the area, but they
This is
completely
from-
like demolished the Taco Bell.
our season 3
Hey, I'm Dexter.
finale.
Man, look at the
I'm
drawings.
Yeah, cartoons.
And welcome to the season finale of Game of Thrones season 3.
The final episode
The
of
final
the season.
You know how much time I spent
Well,
drawing
look
these
at that
cartoons?
Say like our initial
Looks great.
thoughts
I love it.
on the episode before we would start getting to
Said
details,
2
so I think
dislikes.
We should do that. Dexter, what were your initial thoughts?
But I got 1.2 thousand views.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good episode. I thought it did.
Oh man, these
present,
cartoons are amazing.
stuff
They're so
to-
good.
For moving forward for the next season. It wasn't,
The nod.
well, we'll get into this. It wasn't a
I love
dramatic
that. I get that
conclusion
from
for
Life and Times
the
of Tim. I
season,
love when their characters just look at each other.
Yeah.
really quickly.
Yeah.
as I think I would have liked, but I did really like it a lot.
Yes, would you,
I did. I'm sure I did.
Horseshit.
So I thought,
It was horseshit, I said.
This was the biggest
it almost
piece.
made me spill my drink. I was not expecting you to say that.
This was the biggest,
you liked it.
biggest
I
piece
prepared my
of
comment.
garbage I have ever. No, it
What
was.
the hell? the fuck is happening?
This was an excellent episode.
Okay.
Definitely not an excellent finale.
I think it was the second
What
best
a
episode of
douchebag.
the season.
We are
This
such
was-
At least
assholes.
I hated it.
Episode 6.
So apparently I hated
This
me.
is-
Boss holds
I
up
was
the
gonna say-
best.
I was just gonna say with the point. This is what always happens to me.
Wait, really? I think we sound exactly the
remember
same.
do we?
Yes.
The first season finale, but it definitely happened with the second season finale. Not this one.
I hate
And
listening to
the episode
myself.
Before it, I feel like makes the better season finale.
Right.
Than what they actually used for the season
Well,
finale.
here's
like
what
the
I have
Red
to
Wedding
say.
would have been the perfect season finale.
Well, here's the thing that disappointed me.
Ah,
When you
we're
think of
such
season one,
idiots.
Yeah, the penultimate episode, the one right before the,
speak.
the ending.
That's when Ned gets.
That's
his
when
head
Ned
cut
gets
off, right?
killed. in season 1. Season 2, Battle of Blackwater Bay. This one,
Like my
Red
depiction there.
Wedding. But at the episode right after season
One
1,
ship.
something paranormal happens. In the first one, the dragons are born. The second one, you see the massive zombie army.
Right.
This one ends.
Really? You saw it that early?
With Daenerys.
Yeah.
liberating
Yeah,
the city.
and it doesn't make
Well,
actually doesn't make
and I
sense
was just-
because
I was-
Sam, the White
I was
Walker,
almost-
stares
I was
right at
stunned.
Sam, then
Yeah.
screams,
Lackluster.
and they just leave them
Yeah,
That was
alone.
not-
Yeah.
They should not have ended with that.
And there's
scene.
bears.
They
Yeah.
should not have ended with that scene. And
Okay.
also, I'll say this too that it's. Excuse me. It's easy.
I forgot about that.
Like as much the,
Okay, well, I'm gonna pull some clips from next week,
Fabulous.
and
Fabulous. Your eyes are just so funny.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
yeah.
Oh man, that's so fucking good.
I think people forgot about him. I want to bring them back to life.
People did not forget because they kept asking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you go back and enjoy it. It's right there.
My favorites are when you do like a really, really good drawing and it's there for a split second.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
obvious
Like
you spent
super
so much
detailed.
time
That's like
on
Ren
it,
and Stimpy.
And it's there
'Cause
for
I'm trying
a
to-
split second.
It has to match up with what we're talking about. I get like OCD about it.
Oh man.
All right, I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter.
I'm boss.
See you next week.
It would be kind of apocalyptically beautiful to see them fighting on this stairway.
fuck? And what the fuck is he talking about?